In each episode, we'll try to answer 7 common kid questions in 7 minutes. We'll tackle the common and uncommon questions kids often ask. No question is too weird. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for joining us on today's episode of 7 and 7. I'm Christopher, and I'm joined by my co-host, Nathaniel. Before we get started, we just wanted to send out a request. We're going to do a joke episode, and we would love it if you guys could submit your joke. We'll use it in an upcoming episode, and we'll make sure to give you credit. Say your name and who submitted it. So if you would like to submit a joke to us, just write to us at podcast@thatsdadscoffee.com, or if you use the Anchor app, you can send a voice memo, and you can also just email a voice memo as an attachment, and we'll play it if you want, or we'll read your joke out loud. But we would love to feature some of your jokes.
What's a voice memo?
A voice memo is just another way of saying a voice recording. There's an app called Voice Memo, which some people have on their phone and can use to make a recording. Okay, so let's get started with today's episode. Today's episode is about
Dinosaurs. There are lots of different kinds.
Anything else you want to say before we get started?
I know there's a dinosaur called a Megalodon, a Microraptor, Compsognathus, and Sizomosaurus. I think it's...
Well, can I ask you a question?
And Megalodon, yeah.
Do you know why are dinosaurs called dinosaurs?
Because dino meant terrible and saurus meant lizard in ancient something like that. I read about it.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
To me.
Oh, yeah. A long time ago, in 1842, a paleontologist, which is a scientist that studies the history of life on Earth, came up with the name dinosaur. It comes from the Greek words Dinos, which means terrible, and saurus, which means reptile.
Yeah, that's what I read. My mom read to me.
Yeah, because dinosaurs are reptiles, and terrible can mean scary or fierce.
Yes.
What happened to the dinosaurs?
A meteor hit where they lived and they all died.
Okay.
It's a pretty simple question and answer.
I'm going to take a little bit longer to answer that question. Dinosaurs have lived on the Earth for a very long time, about 245 million years. But now all non-avian dinosaurs, non-avian means all dinosaurs not related to birds, all non-avian dinosaurs are extinct, which means they no longer exist. It has taken a lot of time and a lot of work for scientists to figure out what maybe happened to dinosaurs. One of the most well-known theories is that a meteor, like you said, the size of a mountain crashed into Earth 66 million years ago. Yeah. That would have filled the atmosphere with gas, dust, and debris that would have changed the climate and eventually led to dinosaurs becoming extinct. But some things had to survive, right?
Yes.
Yeah, not everything died. There are other scientists who have a different theory about what happened to the dinosaurs. Some believe that they died because of massive volcano eruptions, because there's evidence of huge amounts of lava from about 65 million years ago. Giant volcano eruptions would have filled the sky with carbon dioxide and other gases, which could have also caused a big change in the Earth's climate, leading to extinction. And some scientists believe it was a combination of both that huge rock from the sky and volcanoes that led to dinosaurs becoming extinct. Wow. Yeah. Why do scientists think something big happened to kill the dinosaurs?
Because dinosaurs are strong and because there are lots of them. So if it was just something small hitting the land, probably only one thing would die or nothing. So that's why they think something huge would have killed them.
Cool. Okay, so do you know how scientists know that dinosaurs existed? Because
of their bones.
Yeah, because of the bones. So when scientists are looking through rocks for dinosaur bones, I'm sorry, yeah.
You can finish your sentence first, though.
Okay. They're not finding dinosaur remains in rocks younger than 60 million years. So it seems that all non-avian dinosaurs suddenly or very quickly died off.
Okay, my mom also told me this because he read it in a book. So there's people who look for rocks, and they actually help paleontologists find bones, because they find like spaces where there are probably lots of bones, and then the ones who look for rocks tell the paleontologists, and the paleontologists look there.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. So yeah, there are some deposits in rocks where there's just a lot of dinosaur bones, where there's a huge collection. If we look in our backyard, we haven't found any dinosaur bones, right?
Yeah. And there is a huge shark that lived when dinosaurs lived, I think, called a Megalodon. I've seen, I think, a Megalodon tooth before.
That's right, we talked about it in another episode, and I forgot. Do you remember how many teeth they had?
I do not remember, but there's a snake dinosaur called the Titanoboa, and I have real shark teeth at my house, 3 of them. And yeah, I've seen Megalodon teeth, and one of my neighbors has a Megalodon tooth.
Yeah, can I ask you a question?
What?
Are any dinosaurs still alive?
No, but birds. Birds are relatives.
Yeah, that's why I kept saying non-avian. So that question is a bit tricky, because while all non-avian dinosaurs went extinct about 65 million years ago, modern birds are a kind of dinosaur because they share a common ancestor with non-avian dinosaurs, like you were saying.
Probably like the Troodon, or the Dromaeosaurus, or the Microraptor.
I have a question. Where did dinosaurs live? Did they live in one spot, or did they live everywhere?
I would guess everywhere except Antarctica.
Ooh, that's a very good guess. Dinosaur fossils have been found on all 7 continents.
Wow.
Yeah, so it seems that they lived all over our planet, even Antarctica. Yeah. Why did you think they didn't live on Antarctica? Is it because there's not a lot of life there?
There is kind of life, but I just wouldn't guess there would be.
Yeah.
I would guess the feathered ones or furry ones there would, but not reptiles.
Oh, yeah, because reptiles need to get their heat from the sun.
Yeah, because they're cold-blooded.
Yeah. How do we know what dinosaurs looked like?
Because of their bones. But also because of, I think maybe sometimes you can still see the feathers or stuff like that, and then you can put it together and put the stuff together, and it would just show you how they look.
Okay, yeah. So because of a lot of things, their bones help us understand their shape. There's also footprints in mud that they can show us what their footprints look like. There's also tracks, so we can see kind of what their stride might have looked like.
I don't know anything about stride.
Oh, like when you see a bunch of footprints in a row? Yeah, okay. So let's say the footprints are far apart. They probably had a long stride, right? And if they're so there's bones, teeth, and other remains. Like you were saying, there might be feathers in rock that can help us understand what they looked like. Yeah. Paleontologists work to find these fossils and other clues which show us what dinosaurs were like. Paleontologists are like detectives who examine the evidence the animals left behind. This one is kind of a silly question. No, I wouldn't say it's tricky.
Wait, silly could be tricky.
Yeah. So, how big were dinosaurs?
They could be big or small.
Yes. How, like, when you say big, how big? Like,
humongous.
As big as a mountain?
No.
Big as your dad?
No. But there is a dinosaur bigger than a T-Rex that's not those ones with long necks. It's called a Gigantosaurus. which basically is just a bigger gray T-Rex, which is also black.
You know a lot about dinosaurs.
I do. I watched lots of dinosaur videos.
Yeah. So, some were very big.
Some were very small.
Yeah, some were very big, taller than houses, and some were very small, small enough for you to hold in your hand. Some scientists believe that the biggest dinosaur was the Paleogoan Titan, which means giant from Patagonia. It was a four-legged plant eater. It was more than 120 feet long from head to tail, about as long as 3 school buses.
What the?
Yeah, and weighed
Wow.
more than 70 tons. A ton's a lot. Some scientists believe that there is a tie for biggest dinosaur between the Patagonia Titan and 2 others, the Argentinosaurus and Perchosaurus, which I think maybe that was the one you were talking about?
What?
Pertosaurus.
Pertosaurus?
Yeah.
No, Giganotosaurus.
Gigantosaurus. Okay, I don't know that one.
It's basically just like a gray and black, bigger than a T-Rex.
All right.
That's what it basically is.
Do you know any jokes? Dinosaur jokes?
What is a dinosaur called when it's sleeping?
What is a dinosaur called when it's sleeping? Dinosaur sleeping.
Dino snore.
Ah! That's a good one. Dinosaur. All right. Yeah, good one. Any other ones? Okay, go ahead.
So no, I'm not gonna.
You're not going to say it? No? Okay.
It's
Well, I think a joke's a good way for us to end our episode. Unless there's something else you want to say.
my brother usually does jokes.
Well, we'll get him to do a joke by 4-year-old.
Bye.
Okay, well then that's it for today's episode. And like we said, we would love to feature one of your jokes. So if you're a listener, feel free to send it in to us at hello@thatsdadscoffee.com. Or if you use the Anchor app to listen to our podcast, you can send a voice recording right through the app. And we would love to feature it in an upcoming episode. All right, bye-bye, Nathaniel.
Bye. I'm leaving this chair.
You're taking the chair with you. Bye.
Bye.
And now for a joke by a 4-year-old.
What came after the dinosaur?
What came after the dinosaur? I don't know.
Its tail.
Ah, good one, baby. Bye-bye.